Hello and welcome to Sunrise Cardcast, your one-stop podcast shop for all things hockey cards. My name is Eric Andrews, also known in the hobby as Hammerhawks. I'm joined by my co-host and fellow hobbyist Aaron Goldstein, better known as Crease Collector. So it's been a little bit of a while since we've done an episode, since we kind of, not necessarily intentionally, but kind of took our own Olympic break, so to speak. And of course, we all know which of the two of us came out on the top end of that. So
Unfortunately.
hence the nice jerseys here. But yeah, I kind of wanted to play, We Are the Champions or Freebird or something, but didn't want the stream to get taken down either. So here we are. I'll just have to settle for the jerseys in the background. But anyway, I won't rub it in Aaron's face too much. But
that's okay. Thank you. It was a good game, though. I mean, I don't want to get too deep into the Olympic talk, but yeah, two great teams going at it. I mean, overtime. What more could you want? So it was a great game.
Yep, definitely will go down in hockey history as one of those iconic games. And yeah, obviously the right team came out on top, but that's a conversation for another day, I suppose. So anyway, you guys are here to see some cards, not just hear us bash each other back and forth. So we'll start off with some mail. I was telling Aaron before the show, a lot of you guys might know Josh Packham, a good friend of both of ours. He and I have a kind of an agreement back and forth where we will collect each other's international mail and then send one big package to each other instead of having to pay the postage every single time a card goes either way. So anyway, he had his ComC shipment sent to me, and I received that last week. And what was kind of ironic about all of that is he and I placed our ComC orders literally within like a half an hour of each other. Well, I received his package this past week, and mine still has not been pulled for processing. There's still like 75,000 items in front of it. So
it's crazy.
As you guys know, ComC is a bit of a mess, but yeah, Josh's package got out seemingly fine, and mine is still waiting. So anyway, so I got his package, the vast majority, of course, being cards for him, but there were some cards in there for me that he had won eBay auctions for over the years, or just cards that he picked up. We kind of just go back and forth with pickups and stuff that way. So there were a few cards in the package for me. So some of these are from that, and some are just my own pickups over the last little while. So start off. This one was in the ComC order. I don't even know how many copies of these I have, but it's always fun to grab them when I see them. A Derek Whitmore Pinnacle rookie card.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
These are so nice in person. They don't always scan super well, but
they don't.
The foil pattern on these was just really, really cool. And this is one of two rookie cards that he has. So always
gotta pick it up when you find it.
Always fun to grab one. And this was his first ever card, actually. So kind of even a little bit more meaningful in that regard. Next, this was just an eBay pickup for me, and it's very topical for what we'll get to later on in the episode. But my first card from the 25-26 Blackhawks Centennial product line, this one is a bronze parallel from the retail box set of Nicholas Hjalmarsson.
Nice. I'm so glad that he made the set and, have some new cards to chase. I mean, once your player's retired, that's usually it for the most part. But to him get included in another product, let alone, a Centennial set, is really cool. So that's a great card. And the designs, they really hit it out of the park.
Yeah, definitely a cool look. So as you guys will see, the box set base cards have a red stripe at the bottom. And then there's this bronze parallel. There's also a gold parallel. And then there are also sticker autograph parallels. I have yet to see a single autograph parallel of this card, actually.
Is it did they put any sort of tiers on it? Like, is it like a rare tier or like an SP tier? Or just in general, they're hard to find?
I think he is a short print, but they're just hard to find in general. The autographs were 1 in 10 box sets, which honestly really isn't that bad if you think about a retail configuration. But yeah, of course, with it being a team-focused product, it's going to be Blackhawks fans opening it, so they're going to be more inclined to keep the stuff that they pull.
Yeah, for sure. And I can only imagine there being, with the Hjalmarsson getting a decent amount of sticker autographs past X amount of years. I'm sure there's not too much of his stickers left over. So I could see it being like a sneaky kind of short print Maybe not like a listed short print, but definitely having less sticker autographs out there than other people in the set. So when you find one, which I know you will, I think it'll be a really cool pickup for your PC.
Yeah, and then on the hobby side, he's got the base card. There are a few parallels in there. And then he has a jersey card and a patch card out of 25. And then he's in the Champions insert set with just the basic one and then a gold parallel of that as well. So I was a little bummed that he didn't have hard signed autographs in the hobby set. He was signing for Upper Deck during his playing career, especially toward the end. So I thought there was at least a somewhat decent chance that he would have some autograph content in the hobby version, but unfortunately that didn't happen. So just the jersey and the patch card as far as, quote unquote hits, and then kind of the more basic stuff from there. But I have picked up a couple of the jersey cards, and I think one or two parallels or something that are still, some of those are incoming to me, some have gone to Josh. So so just this bronze parallel is the only one in hand thus far. And then of course, when we open the box set here in a little while, I'll get his box set base card. And then in the tin, hopefully I do get the base card out of that as well. So but that's pretty cool. And then this one was in the ComC shipment. Another Jalmerson card. I have a copy of this card already, but this is a jersey card numbered 4 out of 10 from, I believe this is 1819 The Cup, a trios patch of Christian Dvorak, Alex Galchenyuk, and Nicholas Jalmerson.
Nice triple. That's awesome. Always like the Arizona Coyotes, that kind of color scheme. So nice patches.
Yeah. So again, not that it's a must-have since I already had one, but if you see a jersey numbered copy and it was at a pretty reasonable price, I think it was only like $20 or something. So it's like, for that price, why not? Next up, another one from ComC. This is for my 0304 project, which I feel like I don't have too many pickups for that here and there, but this one is one that I kind of had my eye on for a while, and just finally decided, let's go ahead and grab this because it is one of the toughest, maybe not toughest, but rarest cards of the entire project for me. It's from 0304 Titanium. It is a game-worn jersey rookie card numbered out of 18 of Matthew Lombardi.
Nice. Out of 18. I mean, a card like that, good luck finding that day after day, right? That's especially from that era. Jeez. Great pickup.
Yeah, and I love the red and yellow jersey swatches, of course, very nice. And like you said, finding rare stuff like that from over 20 years ago, just
good luck.
It does not pop up every day. So
no, definitely doesn't.
Nice to cross that one off. And then this is a card that I think I've mentioned this card on the show before, is one that I had been wanting to pick up a copy for a while and was kind of being patient for the right copy to come up. And this was, certainly fits the bill in my opinion. From 23-24 SP Game Used, a banner year card from the 2023 NHL draft of Connor Bedard.
Nice. I thought those banner year cards kind of cool. So great pickup there.
And that piece being from the Upper Deck logo on the banner, which is a nice little fun bonus there. And
even better.
Of course, having attended that draft, that's why I wanted one of these cards. So
some Upper Deck memorabilia, literally.
That's perfect. Right. So definitely a cool one there. So that's kind of some of the more random stuff. And then we've got a nice little stack here of gold medalist Jacob Slavin cards here. So
nice.
We'll start off with a 24-25 Upper Deck Premier gold parallel numbered out of 25. It's nothing too crazy, but a nice card nonetheless. Then going back to the banner year theme, this one is also from 23-24 SP Game Used from the Stadium Series. And what's really cool about this one, you don't see this very often, but there's actually a seam.
Yeah, like at first I was like, wait, is that a jersey? Because like there's a legit seam in the banner. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, I don't know that I had either. And yeah, certainly for Jacob, that's the only one I've seen with a seam. So very cool and a unique piece. And they're very easy to find. So it was, again, kind of one of those, like, I'll just grab one when the right copy pops up at the right price. And then when I saw this, I was like, yeah, like that's just a very unique copy. So that's the one. There is also a gold autograph parallel numbered out of 25.
That looks
And
nice.
what's crazy about these cards, the rarer stuff of these Stadium Series cards, whether it be the banner year or the Stadium Series Fabrics cards, the common stuff is very easy to find and not overly expensive. But the rarer stuff, Hurricanes fans and collectors have just gone bonkers over these cards from day one. So I remember the first copy of this card that I saw came out on eBay probably like maybe a couple weeks after release and literally sold for like $200 or something, just like
That's
absolutely crazy.
that's nuts.
Like in my opinion, this should be like a $30 card. Like something like that is pretty reasonable, I would
I think
say.
you showed me the listing from this, and we were both like, "What's going on?"
Yeah. So I was like, okay, like that's just idiotic. Like I'm not paying that. Um, so I was like, I'll just wait it out because eventually I'll find one for a fair price. Well, here you go. Got this card for I think $25 or so. So, which is about what it should be. So, yeah, but even like the Stadium Series Fabrics patch cards out of 35 have been going for like $75, and it's like a $20 card. Like, what are we doing, people? So it's just kind of interesting. I mean, it's on one hand, it's very cool that they have been as passionate about collecting those cards to remember that special event. But when you just compare it to all of the other, like, no other special event sets really have been like that. So it's just kind of weird. But yeah, so I was glad to kind of be on the winning side of that and be like, yep, I got this card for what I thought was a correct price. So this one I picked up on eBay recently, just a very, very, very visually appealing card from 2526 Allure, a purple diamond autograph numbered out of 10.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, very. I like the design of the base set and parallels this year, and that light purple is just a very, very nice look. And of course, an autograph and being out of 10, you can't go wrong with something like that. So, especially because I remember right at release, a blue line auto out of 35 of this card sold for like someone just hit the buy it now for like $125 or something.
They wanted it.
And I was like, what? Like, again, why are you doing that? Like, that's like a $20 card. And I got this card, I think, for $40, which, again, for like an autograph out of 10 is perfectly reasonable. But then when you compare it to what the blue line auto went for, it's like, okay, like that's just crazy. Then this is kind of the big one of the lot here from 2425 OPG Platinum, an Emerald Surge numbered out of 10.
I always love those cards. The green just pops.
Yes, it does.
Amazing.
And the 2425 design, I think, really worked well for Platinum. So, yeah, very visually appealing card. And, everybody kind of knows what these are about and know they're really nice cards. So that's for the normal Jacob Slavin stuff. But speaking of him being a gold medalist, we got to show off some red, white, and blue Slavin stuff as well.
Here we go.
So from 2526, we have OPG, we have the red and purple.
Oh, so nice. Yeah, they're nice. Really nice addition this year. Four Nations face-off stuff by Upper Deck. I mean, just so cool to have national team stuff like that in there. Well done.
Yes. So the reds are, of course, one per box, and then the purples are numbered out of 49. So cool cards there. And then, of course, what we've been looking forward to is the memorabilia from Four Nations. So in 25-26, SP Game Used was the first bit of that. So first up is a Four Nations Face-Off Fabrics jersey.
So cool.
What I love is that it's a red jersey swatch.
Yep.
Obviously, you see the jersey, and there is not much red on there. So to be able to find one of those was awesome. And I will go for a navy and a white jersey.
I was just going to say, were you going to, because not many people do that, but it took me a while to start doing the same thing in my collection.
Yeah.
But, I was going to ask, for such a, iconic, jersey, sets, national team stuff, would you go for the full run of colors?
Mm-hmm.
And I guess the answer is yes, which is great.
Yeah. And of course the navies are very easy to find. So I'm not in any hurry. I have yet to see a white one. So I probably will grab one whenever one pops up, but again, haven't seen one yet. And this is the only red that I've seen so far as well. So, so I got that. And then it was the kind of a 2-card lot here. So with that, also the blue
Oh,
auto
nice.
parallel
Yep,
as well.
that's great.
So, and what's awesome about this is, again, I was able to get these together from the same seller,
That looks
and
great.
I got these, I think, for like $50, and the basic jersey cards have been selling around like $20, and then one of these just sold the other day for 50. So
Mm,
to get both for
yeah, nice
50
pair there.
was definitely a really nice
They
deal.
look great together too.
Yeah, definitely very nice cards. I missed out on one of the patch parallels, unfortunately.
One day.
And then there is currently an auto patch number out of 5 listed on eBay that
Okay.
I don't even know. I don't even remember how much the seller listed it for, because you just see the price and you're like, nope, like never mind. Like
One
I
of
want to say
those,
it's
yeah.
listed for literally like $1,000 or something,
That
just
doesn't
like
even
insane.
make sense.
So it's like, yeah, like that's probably like $100 card, $125 card, like not $1,000 card.
They're just,
So
fishing for
yeah,
someone to just, throw them a crazy offer or something.
yeah.
I don't
And
know.
of course, this stuff is extra hot right now. I mean,
Yeah,
it has been ever since
it'll
release, but
soften.
of
It'll
course,
soften.
right
And plus
now,
with the Olympics,
correct.
it
So
it'll soften eventually.
yes, especially once the product gets on ePack too. So
That and then other products coming out, and
yeah.
yeah.
So
Great cards though.
anyway, that's my mail. So I will I'll turn it over to you for some silver medalist Tim
Yes.
Hortons Team Canada.
Yes. Some very sad pack breaking right now. I was kind of hoping we'd break this during the Olympic tournament because, as you can see, I have hey Matt. I was really hoping to break this during the tournament at least, so at least it's has some sort of relevance. But now I'm breaking again. Super sad, Team Canada. So we got 10 packs here. Result aside, it was really cool that they can make these cards. They got a some licensing figured out right before these cards drop. So really, really cool they could do that. So just awesome. Maybe I'll hit the Sidney Crosby autograph, but any of the autographs are really nice too. All right, we got. I'm not going to mention the base, but we got a duos of Aiden Hill and Darcy Kemper. So that's really cool.
Very nice.
Look at that.
Are those still like the 1 in 24?
I have no idea.
cards?
I haven't checked any odds yet, but maybe they'll see here.
Cool.
The duos.
Usually the 3D cards are 1 in 24. So
Yeah, they're pretty good. So I don't know. I'm just gonna keep ripping. Let's see.
nice. I can look it up as you
Yeah.
go.
I don't want to waste too much time here.
Yeah.
Should be pretty decent though. All right. Let's see what else we got here. I see a Gretzky base, which is nice. All right. So Wayne Gretzky base. Pretty cool.
Those are awesome. 1 in 24, yes.
Really cool. And so these ones here, these base cards, I guess the regular ones will have like an upper deck logo. And that's kind of it. But I guess the ones where they're pictured at the Olympics will show an Olympic logo there as well. Kind of cool.
Cool.
And we got a Northern Stars of Sam Reinhart. Always nice. Put the hits there. Okay. I've seen some people hit the autograph cards and they seem to be, redeemed like lightning quick.
Mm-hmm.
So really, really cool. And the cards look fantastic this year. No memorabilia, but obviously some huge autograph cards to chase. We got Celebrated Prodigies of Sam Reinhart again. Look at that, eh? Nice canvas looking card right there. So really cool. Yeah, the cards themselves, designs look fantastic too. So let's see here. All right, gold medalists. Can't see that about this team, but Stevie Y. Look at that.
Nice.
Those are nice cards. I really like that.
And I know we talk about this every time that a Tim's product comes out, but products like this are so important for the hobby to get kids involved. And
they are. We sound like a broken record, but I mean, this stuff is just it's so necessary. I think for the hobby. I mean, people want to talk about certain products like regular products and their ability to be available to kids, but this one really just hits it home so nicely. So Northern Stars, Chris Tang.
Nice.
Those are nice cards too. I think that was at halfway point. All right, another gold medalist of Brant Clark. Another gold medalist cards, and Rene Desbiens.
They're just rubbing it in.
They are just really rubbing in. They're like, here's what you did in the past. Okay, here's what you used to do. You used to win some gold medals. Yeah, this is why I wanted to break it during the Olympics, but just didn't happen. Okay, did not happen. So let's see what else we got here. Northern Stars, Brandon Hagel.
Nice. Former Blackhawk.
There we go. These base cards are nice too. I mean, like, yeah, really like them a lot.
Yeah, and I know we've said it, but that's one of the great things about the Tim's products is they always do a really nice job of making quality cards.
They
Like,
do.
It'd be very easy to just have them be pretty boring cards, like an MVP or an OPG or something like that.
They really put effort into it.
But yeah, they're very, very nice cards.
All right. We have this one's really nice, actually. Program of Excellence, Sidney Crosby.
Ooh, very nice.
I don't even know what the odds are on that. Probably normal, but yeah, it's hard to see here, but they do have like a little bit of a shine to it, which is really cool. Definitely keeping that. No idea what the odds are, but really cool.
So 1 in 8.
Okay, cool. So didn't beat the odds or anything, but nice card nevertheless. Last pack here. Unfortunately, another gold medalist card. But this one's a little bit more relevant. Really, really cool. Sidney Crosby, the golden goal. That's probably the best one you want to hit right there. So excellent card. Definitely keeping that one. And yeah, great card. That's probably like the hit of the pack right there. Like I would say, the picture of the golden goal for me. So that's really cool. So, nice. Hey, you know what? I mean, this one's probably the best hit. Like I would say, odds wise. But I mean, hard to beat Sidney Crosby in the golden goal. So that was Team Canada Olympic product right there from Tim Hortons. So really cool. This card's nice too. I like that.
Yeah, that's a very pretty looking card. And I, over the years, of course, with Tim's being a Canada exclusive product, I have not really had the opportunity to actually see too many of them in hand.
Okay.
But I know Josh was building out this year's, or I think maybe a few years worth of kind of a master set of Tim's with his sons.
Nice.
And so part of that ComC shipment from him included a lot of Tim's cards from over the last few years. So it was kind of just fun to actually, like, obviously I've seen plenty of pictures and videos and stuff, but to actually have some in hand is like, these really are really nice cards. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. So that'll start our breaking for the day, but we still have a long way to go here. Of course, with Upper Deck doing some Centennial products for the teams that are in their Centennial seasons, the Blackhawks being one, and of course yours truly being a big Blackhawks fan, I figured it would be fun to pick up not only the box set, but also one of the tins and kind of do a little bit of a showcase there, but then also include the kind of original Blackhawks product being 0304 Parkhurst Original 6. I've always kind of had a stash of those boxes over the years, so I'll throw in one of those as well. So we'll start off with the just the 25-26 box set, because of course that is likely going to be the boringest one of the three. So we'll start off with that. Like I said earlier, there are some parallels, and you can get autographs in there as well. They just give it to you all in a big stack here, wrapped in cellophane. So you get the 100 card base set, and then you also get I believe 4 parallels. Yeah, 4 parallels. Typically, that would be 3 of the bronze ones, like this that I showed earlier. 3 of those, 1 gold, and then a 1 in 10 shot at an autograph being one of those parallels. And then you also get 1 Masters of the Madhouse insert cards as well. So, yeah, so we'll dig on into this and kind of take our first look here at what the 25-26 Centennial products look like for the Blackhawks. It's kind of weird how they do these. They don't actually sort the cards, so they're not actually in numerical order. So you have to go back and sort them after the fact, which is kind of annoying, but kind of just is what it is. So I'll go through all of those first, and then they do put the parallels and insert at the end. So you do get a little bit of a build up in that regard. So we'll go through these. And one thing to note that I'll point out, you'll notice a pretty big difference in the checklists between these Centennial products and the 0304 Parkhurst Original 6 set. Probably a lot of that has to do with what players Upper Deck had the rights to for this set. So it's a much more contemporary checklist, whereas the 0304 product did a fantastic job of showcasing the whole history of the franchise. So that is just kind of something to make note of on these mostly newer 21st century players. And but there are a lot of players that you don't think of as Blackhawks either. So like literally right on top here, we have Patrick Lalime, of course, known more for the Senators, but spent, I think, 2 years with the Blackhawks.
That's really cool.
As well. So it's kind of
cool.
cool.
Him on the Hawks.
Like I said, the base cards have that red banner at the bottom. So that's what the base cards look like. So we've got Bob Probert. I'll show all the base cards for this, but I won't show them for the 10 just because it'll be repetitive. But Marty Turco, again, another goalie, better known for his time elsewhere. Adrian Aucoin. There's my guy, Nicholas Chalmerson. So there's the
nice duplicate
base card there. Check that one off the list. Got Grant Mulvey, who played in the 70s and 80s. So my dad would have actually been his strength coach for a couple years there. Darren Pang, who of course is very well known for his broadcasting career. Andrew Ladd, Stanley Cup champion there. Marcus Kruger, another Stanley Cup champion. Dave Boland, another Stanley Cup champion. Jeremy Roenick, of course, one of the greats of the franchise and had a very successful and long career. Connor Murphy, who is the current longest tenured Blackhawk, though that might be changing within the next week. We'll see. Stan Mikita, of course, franchise legend, all-time great. Darcy Rhoda, a guy from the 70s who you don't see too often on cards. Marian Hossa, of course, Hall of Famer, multi-time Stanley Cup champion there. Marty Lapointe, who played for them after the lockout for a little while. Kevin Korchinski, who's of course, a young up-and-coming player. We'll see if he sticks around long-term or not. There's debate on that. Dustin Byfuglien, of course, Stanley Cup champion. The one that got away, Dominic Hasek.
He has a new documentary out. I think mainly about his time with the Sabres, but I've heard it's decent.
Yes. Craig Anderson, again, a guy who not really known for his time with the Blackhawks, but that's where he started his career. Corey Crawford, of course, an iconic, legendary goalie there. Jocelyn Thibault, a guy who we both appreciate. One of my first favorite players. Tony Amonte, Phil Kurashev. So it is a nice mix of guys. Cristobal Huet, another goalie who probably better known for his time in Washington and Montreal. But again, most of these guys being pretty contemporary. You're not seeing too many of those old school guys. Steve Larmer, who was around in the 80s and 90s. Kurt Frazier from the 80s. Dirk Graham, former captain. Brian Campbell, Stanley Cup champion. Steve Smith, probably better known for his time in Edmonton, I would say. Of course, the great Patrick Kane. Phil Housley, again, another guy who didn't spend long in Chicago, but an iconic legend of the game for sure. Alexei Zhamnov, Andrew Shaw, Tony Esposito, of course, one of the all-time great goalies in the sport. Scott Darling kind of has a cult following here in Chicago for the work he did for the Hawks in 2015. Brandon Saad, Bernie Nichols, and again, another guy you don't think of as a Blackhawk very often. Denny Savard, Terry Raskowski, Artemi Panarin, of course, a current player now with the LA Kings, which is weird to think about.
That's weird.
Antti Niemi, of course, the 2010 winning goaltender there. Of course, Mr. Connor Bedard. So cool to see some of those current guys included as well. Jeff Hackett, again, another goalie you don't think of with the Hawks. Pretty cool mask that he had, actually.
He did.
Very cool there. Al Secord, Dave Manson, Alex Vlasic. So we're about halfway, I would say, here. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Troy Brower. Daryl Sutter, probably better known for his coaching career, I would say. Some guys have thoughts on him as a coach, I'm sure, as you know. Eddie Olchuk, better known for his broadcasting career. Johnny Oduya. Wendell Clark, of course, longtime Leafs legend there, but had a short little stint with the Hawks.
Weird seeing that card, but okay. Rich
Preston. So there is, a decent amount of 80s and 90s guys, but it really is pretty heavily 21st century. Christopher Stieg, Michelle Goulet, personal family friend of ours. Ryan Donato, current Blackhawk. Phil Russell from the 70s. Dennis Hall, so that's one of the few guys who played in the 60s or before who are featured in the product. Brent Seabrook, of course. Keith Brown. Let's see, Kyle Calder from the Dark Ages when they were real bad. Chris Chelios, of course, an American hockey legend there for sure. Ilya Mikheyev, we'll see if he sticks around with the team past this week. Wayne Presley, Michael Handzus, Cliff Coral, Nick Leddy, Steve Sullivan, who is one of my first favorite players, being a shorter guy, but had a lot of energy and skill as well. So he was a very fun player to watch. This might be your favorite of the set, Aaron, Mr. Eddie Belfour.
Oh yeah, of course.
Jim Pappin. Got Paul Coffey, of course, a guy who you definitely do not think of as Blackhawk.
No way.
Let's see. He spent all of 10 games playing with the Blackhawks back in 98-99.
It's something.
JP Bordelot with a real nice mustache there. Reg Kerr, Stu Grimson, Patrick Sharp, of course, a 3-time Cup winner there. Keith Carney, Jonathan Taves, of course, Mr. Captain Sirius. It's been fun to see him back on the ice this season. Jeff Shantz, Teuvo Teravainen in his second stint with the Hawks right now. Keith Magnuson. And Eric Daze, again, one of my first favorite players, purely because of his first name. Bobby Hull, of course, franchise legend, all-time great goal scorer there. We're getting down to it here. Nick Foligno, Glenn Hall, of course, Mr. Goalie. Doug Wilson. So there are plenty of pretty big names included. And then you also have guys like Lucas Reichel, who certainly did not work out. Troy Murray. A lot of Hawks fans appreciate him for his radio work. And he's currently battling with cancer. So, hopefully he can get back healthy soon. John Marks, who I know my mom really liked him when he played for the team. Tyler Bertuzzi, Doug Gilmour, again, another guy you don't think of with the Hawks too much. Eric Weinrich, kind of an odd one to include, but, okay. Brent Sutter, so we've seen the Sutters a few times here. Brian Bickle, Jason Dickinson, Dwayne Sutter, again, another Sutter. Phil Esposito, again, one of those guys who definitely got away, unfortunately. Dale Talon, not only known for his playing, but also for building those cup teams. Tom Lysiak, Mark Bell, and we are really down at the end here. Just a few cards left. So let's see. We've got Duncan Keith, of course, legend of the game there. And we are now into our parallels. So starting with the bronze parallels, Stan Mikita.
Nice one. Yeah.
Definitely one of the better names you can get there. You also have Darcy Rhoda and Marian Hossa. So again, a very
nice name.
Solid name there. We do have a gold parallel instead of an autograph, unfortunately, but a good name. Again, Marian Hossa, you just saw him.
Hey, that's great.
And then our Masters of the Madhouse insert is of Glenn Hall.
Nice. Very cool.
So I would say that's a pretty standard look at what the box set would deliver for you, getting the complete base set and then just kind of some standard parallels and an insert. That's what you're going to get 90% of the time. So pretty accurate look there, I would say. So then we'll actually jump back to 0304 next, just because it's, of course, going to be a little bit more interesting than the box set, but because there is one hit per box, you get one memorabilia, and then you do have a chance at an autograph as well. But again, as I go through these, just kind of make note of the difference in the players that are being shown. Of course, this being 0304, you don't have any of the Cup era Blackhawks included, unfortunately, but just, again, how they did a really nice job of mixing in the entire history of the franchise going back to even the 20s and 30s is really nice. So we'll dig in here. I think, if I'm remembering correctly, it is 24 packs per box. So this will be a little bit of a longer break here, but it's just kind of the reality of it here. So
that's how they made them back then.
That's right. That's how it was done back in the good old days.
Yeah.
We've got Brian Berard. So that was a current player back at the time, as well as Steve Pops, another current player at the time. Jeremy Roenick. They did put a decoy in every pack that did not have a memorabilia card. And then I did like how they did subsets within the base set. And you'll see that in the hobby version, but the box set didn't do it. But we have a captain subset card of Stan Mikita, as well as another subset card of franchise leaders of Bobby Hull. So again, kind of doing a nicer job of documenting that actual like franchise history component of it. Just thought they did a nice job of, packing a lot into a 100 card checklist. Let's see. So we've got Burke Henry, again, a player that pretty much no one's ever heard of. Sean Thornton, Phil Esposito. And it's kind of even cool. You'll notice that just the current players versus the retired players have a different design. So this is really kind of the normal part of the checklist. These are just the base cards, and then you have those subset cards that I was talking about as well. So we've got a captains of Pierre Palat and a franchise leaders of Tony Esposito. So the franchise leaders are like categorical leaders. So this one is the top 10 career wins, with Esposito being first with 418. And this is a product that I've very slowly been chipping away at putting together a master set of. I have all but one of the autograph cards and then still have a ways to go on the memorabilia cards. But
hopefully you can hit at least like a mem that you don't have yet,
You do get one memorabilia per box, so hopefully it is one that I still need.
How many more do you need? Like a good amount, or is it going to be hard to hit one you don't already have?
Not necessarily. I think there's 60 something in the checklist, and I probably have like
decent,
maybe like 10 or 15 of them. So I don't have a ton.
Okay. Odds are you'll hit something you don't have, which is great.
Yeah. I've got a base rookie of Tuomo Ruutu, who is one of the bigger name rookies of 0304 at the time. Travis Moan, who was also a rookie at the time. Michelle Goulet, family friend. Got a captains of Bill Gadsby and a franchise leaders of Bobby Hull. Kind of interestingly, just based on the fact you get 24 packs per box, 6 cards per pack, you do actually get the full base set typically, and then a bunch of duplicates, just kind of based on how it works. But actually, you don't always get the full base set. It's kind of weird how the collation was with these. But Steve McCarthy, I've opened a lot of this over the years, and I feel like you typically end up like 2 or 3 base cards short of the complete set, but then you get a ton of duplicates. So it's just weird how that worked. But so there's Jeremy Roenick again. Already seen that card. Tony Amonte. We've got an all-star of Doug Wilson. So that's another one of the subset cards there. As well as the Hockey Hall of Fame enshrined subset of Glenn Hall. So the all-star, enshrined, captains, and franchise leaders are the 4 different types of subsets that you'll see at the higher end of the checklist. So, all right. I won't go through every base card. Just you kind of get the point of what they look like. But Kyle Calder, Dominic Hasek, Darren Pang, an all-star of Ken Warham, who he is the last autograph that I need for the set.
Oh, nice.
Phil Esposito enshrined. So again, you can kind of tell that there is a little bit more of a skew toward the historical element within this product. So we've got Michael Layton, Denny Savard, Tony Esposito, an all-star of Ed Belfour, and an enshrined of Bill Gadsby.
Nice.
Try to pick it up because it is a pretty repetitive, monotonous product until you get to the hits, which usually are toward the bottom of the box in my experience. Jocelyn Thibault, Pierre Palat, Ken Hodge. So that's one name that you didn't see on the Centennial checklist there. All-star Bobby Hall, enshrined of Stan Mikita.
So while you're opening, you mentioned before that you've opened a bunch of boxes from this set already. How much roughly have you opened over the years? Because I know you've done it on the pod before, but how many just in your life?
I would say I've probably... So this box I'm opening currently is the last box that I purchased at the 2021 National. I think I bought 4 boxes then.
Okay.
And before then, I'd probably opened maybe 3 or 4 boxes before then. So this is probably box like 7 or 8.
So do you still have all your base cards from those rips somewhere?
Pretty much.
You got to package them up and, I mean, give them away in Chicago or something.
Yeah, so I've got tons of sets of this. And,
Yep.
Yeah. Actually, and I know I opened a box of it on our, what was it, our 100th episode?
Yeah,
I guess
something like that.
The huge pack opening. So that was from the 2021 National Stash as well. And then Steel City Sports had bought out Grizzly Sports Cards supply of these boxes a while ago. Some of you might be familiar with Grizzly. They were known for having a lot of like early mid 2000s products at very good prices. And shortly after COVID, Steel City pretty much bought them out. So they bought multiple cases of this product, and I'd kind of been keeping an eye on it over the years. And then once the supply started dwindling, I was planning on buying what I could. So I checked one time, I think last year, and saw that they only had 6 boxes left. So I bought all of them. So you can no longer find this on Steel City, but I do have off camera, I have a stack of 6 more boxes of this product. So that I'll just chip away at over the years. So anyway, Ville Nieminen, Chris Chelios, Bobby Hall, captains of Denny Savard, franchise leaders of Stan Mikita.
That's crazy that you still have a stockpile of this product. I mean, just the willpower to do that is like we were talking about this yesterday. I might be expecting something tomorrow, and just the willpower, just to not open until the next episode or whatever it is. It's just whatever it is, I don't have it. So it just, if
Yeah.
I had 6 boxes of something just sitting there, I'd always be wondering like what's in the box.
Mhm.
And just like, I don't know if I'd open it up in one day, but at the very least, over like a week or two, I would at least
Mhm.
get through it, but for yourself to be sitting on this for years, it doesn't make sense to me.
Yep.
I respect it, but I couldn't do it. Not me. No, there's no
Yeah.
way.
Well, back on my see, I don't know if I can show it or not. Back on my shelf back there somewhere, there is an unopened box of the Vesna collection still. So
Yeah, that to me is it's just sick. Because there's just automatically going to be amazing cards in there. It's not like, oh, I'll sit on it. Maybe there's something good, maybe there isn't. But for a collection like that, it's like, no, there is something amazing. You just gotta open it up and see what it is. But for you, you're just like, no, I'm just gonna leave it there for now.
yep.
It's crazy. Again, I respect it, but me, no.
So we've got Igor Radulov, Lassie Kukkonen, Bill Gadsby, Chris Chelios, and Bobby Hull. Let's see here. If I remember correctly, I think at least out of this batch, the memorabilia cards would typically be in the 16th pack as you're going from like top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. So usually the 4th pack down on the bottom right stack would be the memorabilia card. So not always, but it would oftentimes be in that spot. So we'll see. We got a nice little bonus here. We have an autograph card. First up, we have Eric Daze, Alexei Zhamnov, Glenn Hall, and Tony Esposito for the subsets. Then the autograph card is a pretty cool one. Of course, I already have this card, but if I was to pull one, this is definitely one that you would choose over some of the others. But I can't remember the exact print run of this one. All of the autographs are 99 or less. A lot of them are less. If I remember correctly, I think this one is like 85 or something. So they are pretty tough to pull. I've only pulled one autograph before. So this is my second. Again, a duplicate, but a really cool card, an autograph, hard signed of Darren Pang.
Hey, that's a really cool card. That's awesome. Love the photo they're using too. That's great. Great hit.
Yeah. Very cool signature there too. It's kind of an elegant type of autograph you don't really see too much, but yeah, definitely a really cool card. Nice design on that. So yeah, whenever you can pull an autograph, it truly is a bonus because you're not guaranteed them. I think they are, if you break down the odds, like since you get one memorabilia card per box and there is a stated print run for every memorabilia card, you can figure out the entire print run of the product and then take the autographs and figure out. So I think they are usually around like one in 3 or 4 boxes. So it is doable to get one, but you're certainly not guaranteed by any means. So it's always nice to get one for sure. Let's see here, moving along, we've got Tyler Arneson, Alex Karpatsev, Pat Stapleton. So none of those guys were in the Centennial set. Stan Mikita, Pierre Palat for the subset cards. Continuing along here. Looks like this is our hit.
Here we go.
It was in the 3rd pack in that stack instead of the 4th.
Okay.
Should I be that guy and set it aside, or should I just open it?
You can open it.
All right. Let's see what we've got here.
Hopefully it's one you don't have.
I can tell it's a nice one.
Is this one you don't have?
Unfortunately, I do have this one, but it's a nice one. So
okay.
There were like current players, retired players, legends, like vintage players, and then there were like sticks and like jersey sticks,
cool.
And there was a lot of different types of cards within the memorabilia checklist, and some of the different kind of subsets were pretty short printed compared to others. So like the current players from that time were numbered out of 100, and then the rarest stuff like the vintage players and some of the other stuff like retired numbers, those are all out of 20. So that's the shortest printed stuff. So this is one of those shortest.
Okay, that's pretty sweet.
printed cards. So base cards of John Clem, Pavel Vorobiev, and Doug Wilson, and subset cards of Charlie Gardner. So like that's a really good example. Like that's a guy from the 20s.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
20s and 30s right there. So as well as Michel Goulet. And then our memorabilia card of the box, our hit of the box. Again, this is a very good one to pull. Do already have one, but you can't go wrong with a duplicate like this. This is an original 6 vintage jersey. So the print run is 20 on these, like I said, of Bill Mosienko.
Hey, that's cool. That's really cool. Great design. That's so cool. Love the vintage jersey.
Nice red piece there. I believe I think the piece I have already is a 2-color black and white. So
it fits. It fits.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, really cool. Like I said, I mean, he's an icon of the game for sure, being known for the hat trick in 21 seconds. So that's absolutely a very, very cool pull for sure. So awesome. Getting a really cool short printed jersey and an autograph in one box is
not bad.
About as good as you're going to do, honestly. This is probably the best box of this stuff I've opened. So.
Maybe. You got to see what the other like 6 have.
That's right. Yeah, we're only like halfway through with this box, which is kind of crazy. Steve Passmore, Stan Mikita, Ted Lindsay.
So is there like a chance at anything else?
Probably not.
Okay.
There are inserts that are like 1 or 2 per box, so we'll probably still get one of those, but it will pretty much
something you already have, right?
I think I have almost all of those.
The inserts.
So yeah, so it is probably going to be a little boring from here on out, so I'll try to go a little bit quicker. We've got Ed Belfour, Dennis Hall. Here is the insert of the box, a retired numbers of Tony Esposito.
Okay, yeah. Is that one you already have?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I would assume so. I think I have the vast majority of the inserts, if not all of them. So
fair enough. And the rest we just base, and I guess the smaller subsets, I guess.
Yeah, because I want to say there's only like 16 inserts or something like that. It's a weird number, whatever it is. But Scott Nickel, Steve Larmer, Glenn Hall, Doug Gilmore, and Steve Larmer. So again, I'll try to just fly through these. Don't want to take too much time here on just a ton of base cards, but kind of is what it is, the nature of the product. So Tyler Arneson, Travis Moen. So again, those are guys who've already gotten. You do get plenty of duplicates. Dirk Graham, Stan Mikita, and Pierre Palat. Of course, this episode is Matt. I know you're watching. You're a big Blackhawks fan, so an episode like this is right up your alley. But if you're not a Blackhawks fan, you're probably falling asleep at this point. So I apologize. But Darren Quint, Steve McCarthy, Tony Amante again for the captains, and Stan Mikita. Starting to get down to it here. I think we've got 7 packs left. And then of course, the hobby tin should be pretty fun because there's a lot going on with that product.
Yeah.
Scott Nickel, Dirk Graham, Glenn Hall, Alexei Zhamnov, and Ed Belfour. All right, we've got Nathan Dempsey, Brett McLean, Charlie Gardner. So again, really cool look at a vintage player there in what is the original Blackhawks jerseys, actually. Pretty cool. That's cool. Another Charlie Gardner and Michel Goulet. We've got 5 packs left here. Probably not going to have anything in them, but that's okay. We've got Ryan Vandenbush, Kenny Warham, Glenn Hall, Pierre Palat, and Bill Mosienko to go along with the jersey card there. Down to our bottom layer of packs here. We have got Billy Neiman and Chris Chelios, Bobby Hall, Doug Wilson, and Glenn Hall. We've got Craig Anderson, Steve Larmer, Bobby Orr.
Nice. I was wondering when we'd see him.
certainly a very cool one, and you will notice he was not in the Centennial set.
Yeah,
So,
I don't know why.
kind of interesting omission there, because obviously Upper Deck has the rights to use him, so I don't know why he did not get in, but
certain things were just, only Bruins or something like that.
yeah.
Who knows?
Ed Litzenberger and Denny Savard. Down to 2 packs left, and then we can move on to some more exciting packs here. We have got Jason Strudwick, Doug Gilmour, Harry Lumley. So there's another nice vintage goalie there that you don't see every day.
It was great to see what kind of equipment they used to wear and stuff. It was unreal. Like
Alexei Zhamnov and Ed Belfour, and our 24th and final pack of
All right, let's do it.
first.
Yeah, massive hit.
We have
massive base card.
Mark Bell, Dirk Graham, Keith Magnuson, Denny Savard, and Stan Mikita. So there we go. There is 0304 Parkhurst Original 6. Again, definitely a far more well-rounded look at the history of the franchise, and I really appreciate that about this product. And really, it makes sense. Obviously, there's not going to be the Cup era guys in this product from when it came out, but man, I can only imagine how awesome this product would have been had it come out 10 years later, and had you been able to get Kane and Taves and Keith and Seabrook and Hossa, all those guys in there just would have been amazing. But it's just the nature of the beast when it came out, unfortunately. So get these packs cleaned up so I have a little bit of desk room here before we move on.
And then have more packs there.
All right. So there is 0304 Parkhurst Original 6. Like I said, that was a very, very strong box of that product. You typically do not get autographs, let alone also getting a vintage jersey card as well. So very, very strong box of that product for sure. And then I'm going to slide my computer over a little bit, make some more room, and then we will get to the main event of the episode, that being a hobby tin of 25-26 Centennial. I know we've got a couple comments here from Matt. You're stuck at work? That's okay. No problem. Yes, the hobby base are different from the box set base. You will notice that as soon as I start opening up this tin, but the hobby base have a green banner at the bottom, which is kind of a little interesting. So
very cool.
It's kind of cool how there is a wide range of colors within the retail and hobby as well. So so we will you got a coin and Darling autographs in your box. So I know I responded to your comment on Facebook saying my hope for this is just to get one really solid pull, whether that be a nice memorabilia card or a nice autograph, whatever it might be. Shout out to my guys at RBI Crew 7 in the St. Louis suburbs. That's where I bought this tin from. Requested that their hockey guy pick out this tin. So hopefully he did a nice job of picking out a good box for me. We'll see here, but so you do get 2 autographs and usually 1 memorabilia card per box. So we'll see how we do. Here's the packs. So here we go with the hobby tin of Centennial. I've been looking forward to this for a while. So as you see here, the base cards have that green banner and then also really nice green accents in the background as well. So I will not go through the base cards just because you've already heard every name that's in the set. I'll make note of notable guys like if I got a Jalmerson, but otherwise I'll just focus on the hits. So we have an award winners insert of Patrick Kane. Nice. I think that's actually might just be a subset. Yeah, so that's one of the subset cards. Another one of the subset cards is a team record holder for longest point streak in a season of Patrick Kane. And then there are parallels of these as well. Great. And then a yellow parallel of Dwayne Sutter. Those are not actually numbered, but they have a stated print run of 1926, which is the year the Hawks were founded.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
kind of how they did those, as well as a stoppers. So this is an actual insert, stoppers insert of Patrick Lalime.
Those are great.
And then more base cards. So you do get 5 base cards per pack, and then 4 inserts or parallels. I'm just gonna go down the left stack first, and then move over to the right one. We'll see. I don't know if there's necessarily like a trackable pattern with these or not. I haven't looked too closely into that.
If there is, you'll find it. How many packs in a tin? Hobby
That's
tin.
a good question. I think it's like 18.
Okay.
Maybe it doesn't say anywhere on the tin, but I think it's like 18. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 16. 16 packs per tin. So we've got an award winners of Chris Chelios. We've got a team record holder of Grant Mulvey. We've got a capturing a champion gold parallel of Patrick Kane. Pretty cool. That's from a photo from 2010.
Those are nice.
Finals there. As well, very fitting. Capturing a champion of Jonathan Taves.
Oh, there we go.
So cool little pack there. And base. Moving on to pack number 3. Let's see here. There are some numbered parallels as well that actually do have a serial number on them. Those are a little bit tougher to pull, but they are out there. We have got a captains of Doug Gilmour. We have got a Hall of Famers of Doug Gilmour. So another Gilmour card there. This is the Doug Gilmour pack. We have a captain's yellow parallel of Doug Gilmour.
I mean,
so literally all 3 of the hits so far being Doug Gilmour. And then a memorable moments insert card of Brian Campbell. So not Doug Gilmour.
Hawks legend, though.
And base. Kind of funny to get 3 inserts of the same guy within.
That's so funny.
Within one pack, but you know
the odds of that. I don't even want to know.
So be it. All right, we have got. Let's see here. We've got a Hall of Famers of Ted Lindsay. We've got a retired numbers of Stan Mikita. We've got a Hall of Famers yellow parallel of Doug Gilmour. And we have got I think these are. I feel like I have seen these a little less for the inserts. A first rounders of Teuvo Teravainen. And very
nice
interesting
designs here, though.
It's a photo of him wearing number 23, which he only wore in his first preseason with the Blackhawks. So that's
okay. They're really digging deep.
Pretty much like a draft fresh photo of Teuvo Teravainen. Pretty cool. Small detail that most people would not notice, but
they're like
definitely kind of interesting there.
Let's use the first photo we got of this guy. Apart from the draft itself.
Yeah, let's see. All right, moving along. I feel like we got to be coming up on something soon.
Something good.
We shall see. All right, we've got Brandon Saad, Bernie Nichols. We've got a team record holder of Tony Esposito. We've got a captains of Terry Ruskowski. We've got a yellow parallel of Brent Sutter. Again, print run of 1926 on those. And a memorable moments of Andrew Shaw celebrating his triple overtime goal in Game 1 of the 2013 Cup final there.
Nice. They should have made a parallel for each of the colors in the Hawks logo. That would have been interesting. You know, maybe add some foil, like a blue parallel or something. Or
so there is a blue parallel. That's one.
Oh, there is
one of the serial numbered ones.
Oh, okay.
5.
Okay. So they did kind of do that.
Yep.
Sort of.
Let's see
That's
here.
Great.
We've got an award winners of Stan Mikita, pictured also with Bobby Hull, which is pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
We've got a retired numbers of Glenn Hall. We've got an award winners yellow parallel of Stan Mikita, and a capturing a champion of Antti Niemi.
That's great. These designs, they really hit it out of the park with not only this Centennial set, but all the other ones they've done recently. Just really good designs, you know, nice deep checklist And I mean, some great moments from each team. But yeah, the Hawks set definitely, I think it kicks it up a notch. I think did a really good job.
Yes, I would agree with that. Let's see here, we've got our first hit of the box. First up, we do have a base card of Connor Bedard.
Nice green one, nice.
We've got an award winners of Patrick Kane. We have a record holders of Denny Savard. And our first hit is a Centennial Choice autographs. Unfortunately, not the name you're looking for. You're not looking for too many of the current players. I know Bedard is in there, but otherwise you kind of don't want a current player. But this one, hard signed autograph, really nice looking card of Jason Dickinson.
Okay.
So hopefully they're
nice
going
looking
to
card
balance
though,
it out, and there will be something better.
Yeah. I hope so.
As well as a memorable moment of Patrick Kane, showcasing his hat trick series clincher in double overtime to advance to the Cup final. That was definitely a great moment there in Hawks history. Pretty cool. And base, have yet to see Jalmerson among the base cards, so
you'll get him.
That'll
be the memorable moment.
So hopefully he will show up. That'd be nice. Let's see here. So this is the halfway point, and it looks like we do have another autograph. So
here we go.
Let's see. We have got a Hall of Famers, Dominic Hasek.
Okay.
We've got an award winners of Stan Mikita, and that's a nice one there.
We'll come back to that. Out. Okay.
We'll come back to that. First up, capturing a champion of Andrew Shaw, and some base cards. But I would say this is probably going to be the hit of the box. We have a Centennial Choice autographs. I would think this is probably a short print, though I'm not looking at the checklist, but definitely one you want to get for, of course, the Blackhawks. Not that needs to be said, of Chris Chelios.
Hey, that's really cool. I could definitely see that being a short print for sure. I would think.
Yeah.
They'd have to fact check me, but that's great. What a great hit.
That's a good one.
Evening it out. That's pretty good.
Yeah. That's definitely a good one to get there. So
Yep.
I'm happy with that. If that's the best card of the box, I will certainly be very happy with that. So, and base. So that's the halfway point. There should still be a memorabilia card coming. I think it is possible to get a third autograph, but you do typically just get the two. But we'll see what happens the rest of the way here. We have got a Hall of Famers of Chris Chelios. We've got an award winners of Tony Esposito. We've got a yellow parallel of Brian Bickle. And a capturing a champion of Christopher Stieg. And base. All right. Let's see here. We have got a record holders of Stan Mikita, a captains of Jonathan Taves, a record holders yellow of Bobby Hall, and a memorable moments of Brent Seabrook eliminating the Detroit Red Wings there with an overtime goal. Again, another all-time great moment in Blackhawks history there for sure. Still waiting on that Jalmerson base card. Hopefully.
That's right.
Let's see here. Award winners of Ed Belfour.
Beauty.
Hall of Famers of Ed Belfour.
I mean, it's the Ed Belfour pack.
A Stoppers gold parallel of Corey Crawford.
Oh.
A regular Stoppers of Darren Pang. And base.
Great photos, too. I wouldn't be surprised if some of those photos hadn't been used on cards before.
Certainly possible. Yep, certainly possible. See here, starting to get down to it here. Just a few packs left. See what else we can find. We've got a record holders of Bobby Hall, an award winners of Duncan Keith, a yellow parallel of Jason Dickinson, and a first rounders of Lucas Reichel. And base. Still waiting on that memorabilia card.
Soon.
See here, there it is. Nicholas Chalmerson base card. There we go.
Nice.
There we go. There we go.
Well done.
Set that aside. Got a retired numbers of Tony Esposito.
It's a
Got a
funky
record
looking
holders
card.
of Marian Hossa. A yellow award winners of Artemi Panarin. And a memorable moments of Patrick Sharp. Okay. And base. Let's see. Looks like just 2 packs left. So hopefully there is a memorabilia card in one of these. Looks like it's not in this one. So if we're going to get one, it'll be in the last pack.
That's cool. Some last pack magic. Here we go.
Let's see. We've got a record holder of Bobby Hull. Got an award winner of Artemi Panarin. We've got, there we go. So we have I believe they call these the Windy City Blue Parallels. Serial numbered 31 out of 65 of Kevin Korchinski.
Oh, those look great.
So again,
yeah, really cool.
Blue. Honestly, I wish they had done the Chicago, like the city of Chicago blue, like that kind of lighter baby blue almost. I think that would have popped a lot nicer than this dark blue. But
I guess they're trying to match the logo, kind of.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
And then a memorable moment of Marian Hossa. And base. So final pack. Hopefully there is a memorabilia. I guess you're not actually guaranteed one. Trying to take a look here. Autograph and memorabilia cards combined to fall 1 in 5. So it is 15 packs, like Matt pointed out in the comments. So in theory, there should be a hit in this pack.
Should be. Okay, let's see.
So we'll see if that is the case. And it is. Okay. So we do have a memorabilia card here. First up, we've got an award winner of Stan Mikita. We have got a Hall of Famers of Phil Esposito. We have got a first rounders of Nolan Allen. Unfortunately, he did not work out and is no longer in the organization. And then our Madhouse Materials jersey card is of Taylor Hall.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So unfortunately not Jalmerson, unfortunately not Fleury. Fleury's in the checklist for that.
Yeah, I've seen those cards.
Not Bedard, but hey, that's still cool. And like I said, the Chris Chelios
could be worse though. And the Chelios is nice.
Yeah, the Chelios is certainly the hit of the box there for sure. So yeah, I would say that's probably a pretty accurate, typical look at a tin of the product. Getting kind of a couple lesser hits and then one more decent hit. So, there is a whole lot of Blackhawks cards for you.
There we go.
Definitely one of my favorite episodes we've done as a result.
Sure.
So, pretty cool. But we've gone for over an hour, so we don't want to take up too much more of y'all's time. And I know I got to get going too. So, we'll leave it at that. And that was definitely a lot of fun. Always fun when we open up a ton of packs. So, we'll leave it at that. But as always, please be sure to follow us on social media. We can be found on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Sunrise Cardcast, and on Twitter at Sunrise CC. Please also be sure to subscribe to the show on your podcast platform of choice to make sure you never miss a future episode. Until next time on Sunrise Cardcast, keep collecting those hockey cards.